something glorious. Unacademy Combat. Compete, crack, conquer.
A challenging gate contest engineered to give you an experience like none other.
Where you put your knowledge to test
and battle it out with a test.
To bring out the best in you, Unacademy Combat is the most competitive, gamified contest for gate till date, with the best of the questions by best educators.
with detailed video solutions from top educators right after each contest.
Combat live with peers to get real-time rankings and win big.
Participate in every contest to improve your rating.
Challenging contests every fortnight or alternate Sunday. Live ranking after every question. Big rewards for top rankers. Your passion to crack gate deserves this. Your hard work towards your dream deserves this. Fuel your inner fire for the ultimate gate challenge. Unacademy Combat. Register now.
Hello friends, welcome to Unacademy, which is the largest online education platform for GATE computer science and information technology. Here myself, Mallesham, I'm working as an educator on Unacademy. In this session, I'll be covering the syntax analysis, where we have already seen in the previous classes about linear analysis, that is lexical phase, where it has to scan whole program, each and every character, to identify the tokens of the program, where while recognizing the tokens, it might produce the lexical error if it is not able to group into a token, that is invalid character appears in a sequence. Then it can detect using a regular expression or a DFA, right? So this was the previous phase of the first phase of the compiler, and today even yesterday we have seen about how to eliminate the left recursion, which will help you for designing top-down parser, right? So we have started understanding what are the syntax errors and what are the parsers are there, and today we are going to look at most important topics which will be asked in exam. And if you look at the previous year GATE questions, this topic is going to be very important, because of many marks were asked in previous year GATE questions. So this is the heart of the compiler design, and mostly the questions will be asked from this chapter. So practice syntax analysis, parsing each and every concept to secure the full marks in compiler design. Yeah. Good morning, Sachin. Good morning, Pratiksha. Nishu, good morning. Harshita, good morning. Vijayant, good morning. Yeah, Nagendra, good morning. Kamal, Shubham, good morning everyone. Yeah, Sachin, good morning. Yeah, this is our schedule. The first day, that is in previous session we have completed lexical analysis, and some of the portion of syntax analysis is also covered. In this session we are focusing on syntax analysis, right? Tomorrow the next session will be SDT, and then we will complete this compiler within 3 days. Yeah, Sweta, good morning. Sandeep, good morning. Okay, give me a few minutes to talk about what we have in Unacademy. That we are going to start the batch from today, that is 18th Jan. So you can use DEVALIVE for a subscription on Unacademy, either Plus or Iconic, which will help you to crack the exam. And the top educators are going to cover the subjects of the GATE exam. Here the main person is RBR, who is going to cover the most of the subjects in this batch. And this starts from today, which is Computer Networks. The timing is 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. I think you can enroll and subscribe, know about the schedule properly. Yeah, we have completed DBMS, C language, maths and computer organization, and I think Algo is completed, and TOC is also completed, and OS and DS are going on. Also we have started compiler design. Yes, and soon Computer Networks Aptitude will start, including discrete mathematics, and digital is also going on, I think. Yeah, Anvesha, good morning. Shank, good morning. Amjad, good morning. Yeah, Sandeep. Yeah, Sachin, Raj. Don't worry about the subject. Every month we are going to run the batches. So my favorite subjects definitely I will take in one of the batch, but do not expect in every batch. We are going to start every batch. We are going to start a batch in every month. So in one batch, if I am not going to take any subject, definitely I will take another subject anyhow, other batch anyhow you can enroll, right? So do not worry about, because you have top educators on Unacademy who is going to cover the best content that is required for GATE preparation from the scratch. Remember, yeah. Fine. And if you want to know about my expert subjects, TOC, CD, C, data structure, algorithms, discrete mathematics, and little bit confident in OS. Yeah, this is my referral code. You may remember on every slide this is available to you. You can use this DEVALIVE referral code to get the subscription on Unacademy. I will help you to prepare for GATE exam, how to save the time to prepare, how to plan. These things I can help you if you are using my referral code, which will help you to get 10% discount. Also, in case if you wanted to access the free classes, you can use DEVALIVE. Yeah, if you want to know about my classes on Unacademy which were taken free, that are special classes, so many quizzes, all-in-one sessions and special topics on many subjects, daily practice problems and PYQ series on many subjects. And today, that is 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. which is the live mock test, where I'm going to come to the special class, which is mock test. So you will have 65 questions that will be, you are going to attempt within 3 hours, and every question solution will be provided. And in case you need a discussion, tomorrow I will take the analysis of this paper. There I will be helping you to understand some of the problems which you have not understood. Okay. So today you can plan to attend. Why did I choose this time? Because most of the people, they have 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. and other people who are having morning session, I'm also going to conduct the mock test in the morning session too. So one morning and one evening session I'll be conducting to help you to practice a mock test. Yeah. Fine. Good morning, Birendra Kumar Singh. Sachin, you are having the problem in TOCCD part, then you have to watch the playlist, right? So many videos are there. Have you learned first? Then what kind of problem you have? Subject will never create a problem, only concept creates a problem. Remember that. Those people who are worried about the subjects, and it's not the strategy to prepare for the gate. Every subject you will have easy corner and difficult corner. If you feel the subject is difficult, then mostly we will not be eligible for preparation of competitive exams. So never assume any subject is difficult. Every subject you will have easy and difficult portion. Look at what kind of topics that you are facing difficult. Spend the time with them. Definitely you will learn slowly. Maybe that may take 1 day or 1 hour or 2 hours, but you will learn when you give the time. Yes. Good morning, Lavjit. Welcome back. In case you are not using the app, you can download Unacademy Learning app by visiting Play Store. Install it and watch the free classes, and also you can take the subscription using the mobile too. Yeah, these are the two subscriptions we have, Plus and Iconic. Plus you will have the classes from top educators and multiple batches you will have. You can join any batch or every batch as per your comfort, but you need to balance well because you are the guider, and we have everything on Plus, and we'll have live interactive classes and weekly test, doubt solving, and batches will be separately announced both in English and Hindi, and sometimes both will be combined. Yes. And Iconic additionally will have personal coach and one-to-one interaction with educators and separate study material and study planner, and all the benefits of Plus are there in Iconic. If you want to know about the batch, if you are joined late and this is the batch which is going to start today, you may use the referral code DEVALIVE. Right, there are so many codes. Any code is equal to you, because Unacademy is just given a code to an educator, and it is your choice which code to use. And if you are following me, you may use my referral code, right? So we have the best educators to complete this batch. Yeah, and these are the plans we have. Plus, if you are preparing for only 1 year, then you may choose it, but we always recommend to go for 2 years to get the best advantage of many batches and every course on Unacademy that we launch. So that's going to help you. 39,600, and if you look at the difference is 12,000 around. It's a difference between 1 and 2 years. And Iconic, you have 1 year and 2 year best plans. Like 2 years you can see 66,600, but use referral code to see that total price including discount. Yeah, and also we have a combat to test your knowledge and to challenge the questions that you have. We are going to conduct the live test that is going to be on Jan 26 at 6 p.m. So please register for this, which is free, and participate here. You will have best benefits from here. You will get a free subscription if you get the top on in combat. So here you can use to unlock DEVALIVE. You can use the code to unlock. Yeah. Yeah, guys. And please like the session if you have joined this session. Yeah, Pranav, good morning. All right. This session we are looking at LL1 grammar and all LR grammars and operator grammars. In previous session what we have seen in LL1 grammar, first we eliminated left recursion. I have only helped with 1 or 2 examples, but if you want to have a good practice, then please watch my free classes. You already have separate class how to eliminate left recursion for 1 hour class, so you can attend that, you can watch it. And now we are going to look at left factoring. The first topic today is the left factoring. Yeah, everybody remembered what is LL1 grammar? Tell me guys, what is LL1 grammar? I didn't tell you. I only told you how to write LL1 grammar. Yes or no? Yeah, today I will be helping what is LL1 grammar just after this. So what is left factoring? See, we are focusing on LL1. LL1 parser. LL1 parser. So LL1 parser requires this kind of factoring. So if you ask me, this one is a non-left factored grammar. Why? Non-left factored grammar, this one. Why? Because you have a common prefix of one length. Because you are looking for LL1 parser, you need to build the left factored grammar. So how do you build left factored grammar? Yeah, good morning, Pratik. A derives. Why we don't approach this common prefix? Because it is going to look at one token. So when it looks at one token, it looks like both productions are giving A. So it can't choose blindly. So we need to eliminate that common prefix. So we will get A, X, and what X can do? Either B or epsilon. If you substitute back X with B or epsilon, you will get the same grammar. This grammar is left factored grammar. Yeah, eliminating common prefix. This process is called as eliminating common prefix. Eliminating common prefix is, this process is called as left factoring. This process is called as left factoring. Yeah. Clear? Now look at this. Here I am going to apply to the left factoring concept. Left factoring means we are eliminating common prefixes. And what is the result grammar? Now, do you have the common prefix here? Look at now. The capital A is a non-terminal. We don't understand. So what we do basically, we substitute. So what is the approach? We substitute. So what do you get? S derives A, capital AB or BB. Then A productions will be there as it is. So what I did, substitute A. So final grammar is this one. Here there is no common prefix, so no problem at all. This is the left factored grammar after substitution of A. Why you don't keep as it is? Because the capital A is the non-terminal. You need to look at the single production has no problem at all. Even you can keep the same. In case if you don't want to substitute the single production, it will never create a problem. But it's algorithm that the first in the production, the first symbol should be a terminal. Right? First symbol should be a terminal. So we always keep substituting as per the algorithm. Everybody? But single production not creates a problem. Yes. Clear everybody? So this is the final grammar after substitution. This is a left factored grammar. How do I know left factored? The reason is you can look at the first symbol. The first symbol in that A productions and S productions. Yeah, there are no common prefixes exactly. As it is you can take or you can substitute. But understand there are no common prefixes even you substitute capital A. Now look at this one. You have capital A here. That means this 2 creates a problem for LL1. So what do you do? Apply left factoring. S derives A, capital X. C is not a problem, keep it. And X derives BS or C. Now is it left factored? Of course, we are not going to use this algorithm in the exam. They will give you question and answer, just need to match it. So in exam, you will have a lot of time saving because options already visible. In the options, answer is there, right? So it's very easy to identify in the exam. So we don't spend much time doing left factoring. Everybody, eliminating common prefix, left factoring. In the exam, these questions and answers both are there. Only we need to observe for the given question, what could be the right answer. Even you forgot the algorithm, you can look at the options, you can bring that approach. Yeah. Right. Are you ready to compute the first set, which is a very, very important topic? Okay, before that, let me help you. What is LL1 grammar? Then I will help you what we are going to do next. What is LL1 grammar? This LL1 grammar is context-free grammar. Everybody agree? It is CFG. Yeah, 2. Don't worry. There is no common, yeah, Sachin. There is no common prefix. You can see there is no common prefix and here only one production, no problem. But here non-terminal is there. So you don't understand. Terminal you can observe, this is a token. But this is not a token. This is not a token. So we substitute. We substitute these productions here. To understand what is that capital A. What is that capital A? Because sometimes it can create, suppose you have a B. This B comes here, you will see the common prefix. That is the reason you require to substitute. Everybody, in case if you have a B here, definitely creates a common prefix because capital A can be small b, then double B or B is there, which will create a common prefix. To see the indirect common prefixes, you require to substitute. That's all I did it. Capital A I did not understand, so I substituted so that I understood, okay, no common prefix. Okay, so non-terminals creates problem. Yeah. It is context-free grammar. What else it is? It is unambiguous CFG. Everybody? And it is, why unambiguous? Why unambiguous, guys? Because when you have such things here, you can see the first token, if the first token is A, then from both of them you will get A. Even this A comes here and small a is also here. So if I want to derive small a, then I don't understand which one produces A because both are doing it. I don't know which one to choose. Clear? This confusion happens to the compiler, so we don't do that. Okay, it is unambiguous and it is non-left recursive. Same problem happens, right? Non-left recursive, and it is left factored. And absolutely these definitions will satisfy when you don't have null productions. These are sufficient. But only when you have null productions and it's going to create a problem to you. So I will help you later on. Remember, even the grammar is unambiguous, even the grammar is non-left recursive, even the grammar is left factored, no guarantee the grammar is LL1. Remember that point. But LL1 grammar always satisfies these 4 answers. Definitely, but this 4 doesn't mean LL1. So I will help you this point slowly. Okay. So wait for that point. First we will try to understand what we need to do to understand the LL1 grammar. So we will build LL1 table. To build LL1 table, you need to be good at first and follow computation. Okay. So I'm going to help you. First, this is our target. First set computation and follow set. Then we can understand how to check given grammar is LL1 or not. Everyone, how to check given grammar is LL1 or not. So these are the 2 important topics for us, first set and follow set. Okay, let's start. What is this first set? What is this first set? Look at, this is your grammar. Here, if I ask, what is first of S? That means, S might derive so many strings. One of the string is AB. In that, who is the first terminal? That is A. Yeah. Shubham, please watch the previous sessions in TOC. I have helped in ambiguous. Shubham, don't waste our time. I have to cover so many things. Yeah, I have told you, right, ambiguous. Are you coming to waste our time? this is the context-free grammar where at least there exists string that has more than one parse tree. If you ask me W is equal to AB, you have two parse trees. That is why it is ambiguous. यार पढ़ के आना पड़ेगा यार कुछ. Already explained, right? If you have more than one parse tree for some string, that is called as ambiguous EFG. बस इतना था. Right? If I did not teach, you can ask. Already I taught it. Okay. Fine. Guys, what is the first of S? Is that clear? S can derive so many strings. You need to collect the first terminal from every string, not one string. Remember, look at the another one. You have two productions. S can derive AB. S can derive CDE. These are the strings, remember, not just sentential form. In this, who is the first terminal? A. Who is the first terminal? C. Then if I ask what is the first of S? A comma C. Everybody agree? Everybody agree? This is the first of S. That means what is the first of S? What is the first of S, guys? First set of, if you ask any non-terminal, it is going to give you a terminal. Every T, that is T is derived as first symbol from X, where T is a terminal. Remember, T is a terminal. Or epsilon. Of course, epsilon is possible only when if entire production is epsilon. Yes. Easy. Now tell me what is the first of S and A? What is first of S and what is first of A? Quick. Dhananjay, thank you so much. First of S, first of A is pretty straight, B and epsilon. Right, epsilon is not a terminal, but that is when there is no terminal also, you have to write. Yeah. Now, how to write the first of S, which is really difficult now. The reason is you have a non-terminal. First of S nothing but the first of entire production. But entire production capitally has two choices. A can derive B or epsilon. So what happens here is, if you put B here, then you will get first of BA. If you put epsilon here, you will get just A, first of A. That means from BA you will get a B, from A you get A. So BA is an answer. Everybody, epsilon will not be there in the first of S. Clear this point? Yeah. But do not write epsilon because capital A is deriving epsilon, but this production is not epsilon. And when we write epsilon, look at the next one. Look at the next one. Here you will write epsilon. Tell me guys, what is the first of S here? First of A, first of B is straightforward. First write them, that's a better. And what is S? And you need to look at, if you substitute a B here, you will get a B. But if you substitute epsilon, you will not get epsilon, guys. What do you get? You will get a capital B. So what capital B is? Look at, why do I go for B? Because A might be deleted sometimes. Then C is your answer. But B also might be deleted because both might be substituted as epsilon. Here this you substitute epsilon, this you substitute epsilon. From here you will get epsilon, then you have to write epsilon. Then why did you write epsilon in the first of S? Why did you write? Here the first of S, what we did is, first of A we have taken, but we deleted epsilon. And here because of we get S to B when we substitute A with epsilon. Then union we did first of B. But here no need to delete epsilon because there is no capital C here. If you have a capital C you need to delete, no doubt. So this is your answer. This is your answer, guys. When if A derives epsilon. Yeah. Everybody clear this point? Yeah. No need to write the formulas, but understand the concept. Understand the concept. Okay. Are you ready to see the next follow set computation? Yeah. First set. Can you practice? Yeah. More questions you have. What is the first of? Yes. Quick. Very easy. Open parenthesis A because that is visible. What is the first of L? Now look at here, L is there, but L is again S only. So it's just nothing but first of S, and which is equal to open parenthesis comma A. Yes, Nishu. That is why we have epsilon. S contain epsilon only when S derives epsilon as a string. Remember, first of S we never keep epsilon in general. We keep epsilon. It means S can derive epsilon string. Then only we will keep. Right? Because epsilon is not a terminal, special string. Yeah. This one is straight. First of A is nothing but A comma B. But look at now the S here, first of S, nothing but first of double A. But double A you can just write as a 1A because 1A always gives something. So that is A comma B. Open parenthesis, why we take? Because it's already there as a first terminal. This is the first here. Definition itself first. Who is that? Sachin. Yeah, S derives A, something is there. Is that there in the first or not? In place of A you have open parenthesis. You have to take now. You have to take it right. This is the first terminal. Yeah. First terminal. Right. Next, this one. First of S. First of S. What is the answer, guys? A and epsilon. And look at, guys, if you have a B here, suppose I am modifying it. Let me modify the question. Let me modify. This is not A, let's say B. Then what is the answer? Epsilon is direct and A is direct. But here, epsilon, when you substitute here, what do you get, guys? You get a B2. Yeah, epsilon A is the right answer, but I modified the question to understand more about this grammar. Yeah, first of S, now you get epsilon A, B. How did you get that? Because SB is actually B when you put epsilon here. So B is the first terminal you get sometimes. Yeah, and here A, here also A, and this S, you keep this one or this one, you get just A only. You need to focus on every production, yes. So in general, what do? If you have X, alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3. What do? First of x nothing but first of alpha 1 union first of alpha 2 union first of alpha 3. And you always do this concept. You need to look at alpha 1 who comes first terminal, alpha 2 also who comes first terminal. Yes. Yes, we will take. Yeah, in the set. Sachin, yeah, you are asking very. In the set, are you going to keep A twice? We never keep now. We just keep A once. That's a set definition, right? Sachin? We never keep 2 times A in the set. Even though A comes twice, you consider once only. Yes. Okay, don't do silly mistakes. Have a clarity. What are you asking? I don't know. You are trying to waste our time today, looks like. Yeah, I'm going to ignore the questions now onwards. Okay, next, follow set. Yeah, next, follow set. Follow set of X. I'm going to keep the T again, where T is the terminal. Again, but this time T is derived as first symbol. Again, but just after X, immediately after X, Everyone, it's just like, X, A. Then what is the follow of X? You just take A. So you have some production Y to XA. Then if I ask follow of X, you need to answer A. Because after X, A is there. Now you don't look at left side, you look at right side now completely. Everybody, follow of X, it doesn't matter is the Y production or Z production. You go to X and find out who is just after X. Okay, now we are going to practice the questions on this. Yeah. Let's compute. Follow set computation. The rule 1. There is no S. Do you have any S in the RHS side? Do you have any S in the RHS side? Any S here? No. No, right? So, follow of S only contain dollar. Then why dollar? Because in our algorithm parsing, we start with this. And you don't know about the parsing, right? Somehow in the stack, we keep dollar, right? So S derives AB. That means when I am scanning the input AB, then this dollar will match somehow by cancelling A, B with the help of the stack. Guys. And what we are going to keep? We are going to keep S dollar and your input is AB dollar. This is your input. This is our grammar. Grammar starts with S dollar. If S derives AB, then somehow this A gonna cancel, B gonna cancel, dollar, we assume that, okay, S derives AB somehow. So dollar is a special terminal which is always there at the end of the input. Yes. So remember that note where follow of S blindly keep the dollar blindly. But sometimes you may have more than dollar, so you should be careful. Yeah. Everybody? So rule 1, that is dollar always belongs to dollar always present in follow of start symbol. Okay, now rule 2. Look at the rule 2. And here try to compute the follow of S. Without looking at the grammar, we keep the dollar. Now look at after S who is there? B. So we need to write a B. And after S who is there? C. So we need to write a C. Everybody? So we are computing what is the first terminal which comes just after S. Everybody? Nishu, follow of start is not always dollar. Remember that. Dollar is always present in follow of s. Follow of s is not always dollar. Remember, speak properly. Dollar always present in follow of s. Okay, next one. Here. Look at now. When I ask follow of s, what is answer? Look at no s, no s, no s. Then straight away just dollar. But the problem is A. Now if anybody asks what is the follow of A and do you have anything after this? No. It means just compute follow of S. You will get a dollar. So now new rule. X derives some alpha y. Why? If suppose it is the last. Suppose it is the last. Then if anybody asks follow of y, what will be answer? You need to answer follow of x. If anybody asks about follow of y, just focus on follow of x. Yeah. Everybody? Clear? This is a new rule. This is a new rule. Why is that? Why is that, guys? X is there. Suppose after this some t is there. Then x you substituted with alpha y. X you substituted with alpha y. Then same t. If I ask what is after y, that is same as after x, right? So follow of y, nothing but. Then who is there after x? Same answer. Yeah. Clear everyone? So next. Now this is the question where it might take time. Here, follow of S first, let's say. And blindly dollar first. Now look at how many S productions are there. Here there is a 1. Here there is a 1. You need to look at. You get E directly here. But other one is saying something that's really difficult right now. What is that? What is that? S derives SA. And if you ask follow of S, this S I am talking about. But this A might give anything, right? Look at that. Capital A can give double A, SE or epsilon. 3 productions. You may get double A here. You may get SE here. You may get epsilon here. 3 choices. If you write double A, you get first of this one. First of double A. And if you write this one, first of SE. But epsilon when you put, you don't get first of epsilon because this S depends on this S. And that is same, so you can ignore. You can ignore this. And slightly difficult problem, remember that. Slightly difficult problem now. Now here, the one thing is really difficult, that union first of A. The first of A really not complete, but epsilon never take. Remember that. So A gives epsilon, so I'm just writing delete epsilon once you got it. Once you got it, delete epsilon. So can you compute first of A so that my answer will be over? Can you compute first of A, guys? Which could be complicated. First of A. What do you get? What do you get, guys? So much of difficult, you know. A, again A. This A you can keep SE. S is, you can put this one or this one. But when you put this one, A, B is there. So A, B, E. That A is epsilon. So you may get a B. You may get a B. You may get a B. Everybody? That's so complicated now. Everyone, yeah, but will you get E? Is it possible S derives epsilon? Is it possible S derives epsilon? And look at how much complicated. It's really gonna complicated. This is a really complicated problem. And you should be very careful what are you computing. Is it possible S? Is it possible to derive epsilon? Yes. It's again AB, but AB never gives epsilon. If you put here, never gives epsilon, even though A gives epsilon. So first of A is just B. And epsilon is there, but we deleted that. We deleted that. Okay. So here you get dollar comma E comma B. And after that, there is nothing to prove because all the terminals are covered. Which is, yes, so complicated. And such questions we never see in the exam because they don't want to waste your time. Follow of A. Now look at this A, and this A. There are 4 capital A's, and each capital A you have to look at. When you look at this capital A, you get a B. And when you look at this A, you will get dollar. Follow of S, everybody comes. Then stop because there is nothing left to prove. No need to look at this A, no need to look at this A. Clear? A really complicated example. Those people who can do this kind of questions, they will build a confidence in understanding. But anyhow, we don't expect such questions in the exam. Okay? We don't expect. Alright. Okay, let's have a quick practice. Here. What is the follow of S? Look at, there are 2 S. If you look at this S, follow of L. If you look at this S, follow of L. So it's just saying follow of L. Both of them are saying follow of L. No need to compute twice, compute once. Follow of L we have not done it. So first do that. Follow of L, we do that too. What is follow of L? Look at, there are 2 L's here. After this L, closed parenthesis. After this L, oh, first of S. So you need to compute first of S. Because without first of S, you don't get. And anyhow, S doesn't derive epsilon, so no problem at all. So now you have one more job. What is the first of S? Then only you can understand what is the follow of L. Everybody? Now here, what is the first of S? Already we computed, that is open parenthesis comma A. So easy. So you got closed parenthesis comma open parenthesis comma A. And use this in follow of S too. Follow of S, you need a $2, right? Follow of L union dollar. You need to keep $2. So now you get dollar open parenthesis closed parenthesis A. Sachin, all right. We have difficult portion also. But whenever difficult portion comes, I tell you this is difficult. Then mark it and practice more. चलो आगे चलते. Everybody got the point? Everything you have to take care. But one after other. One by one. Here, first compute follow of S. What is the follow of S? अरे S तो right side में कहीं नहीं है, तो बहुत easy है, right? S never comes in any production, right? So it's very easy, just $. अगर आया तो compute करना पड़ेगा. And follow of A. Now it's gonna be really difficult, but I will answer follow of A later on. But before that, let me compute, guys. Follow of A is really gonna difficult, because if anybody want to compute follow of A, tell me how many productions you have to look at. How many productions you have to look at? Follow of A you want to compute? Yes, derives AA. You have to look at twice. Why twice, guys? And total 3 productions you have to look at. And here A is there. Here A is there. Here, that means 3 A's you have to look at. 3 A's. If you look at only one A, it will not answer. Everybody, when you look at this A will say that, okay, it's the first of A. Because whatever the first of A, that comes after A. Clear? Union. This A says that compute follow of S. We do that. Union. This A says that follow of A is equal follow of A, blindly delete, because we are doing the computation of follow of A only. Everybody? So 3 things you need to observe, because there are 3 A's here. 3 A's. Everybody? Every A might give a different answer. Clear this point? So many people, they have a difficulty in observing where to look at. But follow is always look at RHS. Okay, now tell me what is the first of A? First of A comma B. Yes or no? Okay, union. What is the follow of S? Just a dollar. So A comma B comma dollar. Everybody? Yeah. Follow of A is equal follow of A, blindly delete. Remember that point. But first of A equal first of A, don't delete, because which can give something else. Right. Now, can you answer this one? Follow of S, quick. A and dollar, because there is no other terminal to look at. After S, A is coming, so A and dollar. And look at this one. What is the follow of S? Blindly dollar, and after S, A only there, and this S is there, but it's saying same. So this one you can ignore, and this one you take A. Yeah. So we have computed follow set. Now we are ready to do LL grammar. Yeah. Now we can check LL1 grammar. So somebody has given a grammar. Now this is a grammar. Now we are almost ready to understand LL1 grammar. So far basics only over. Now first time we are dealing with LL1. So let's look at the table, then I will tell you how to check the grammar is LL1 or not. Okay. Now you know how to compute first sets. The step 1, compute first set. Can you compute all first sets? Compute first set for first sets for each non-terminal. Please do that quickly. Now you don't need to ask me, because you know the concept. Array, follow never contain epsilon. Who is that, Sachin? Follow never contain epsilon. Remember that. Follow never contain epsilon. Remember that, guys. At the end nobody is there, at least dollar is there at the end. Everybody? First set will contain epsilon, but follow never. At least dollar is there at the end. Okay. Quick. What is the first of? Yes. Tell me the answers. Okay. What is the first of? A, B is very easy. Okay, I'll write them. Fine. Now, what is the first of S? Anyone? First of S. Very complicated. That A comes, you have to take. But B, how it comes? When you put epsilon in here, then small b visible there. And when both are epsilon, you will get epsilon here. Everyone? Yeah. A, B, epsilon. A, B, epsilon. Now look at, yeah, follow of S, nowhere S, so directly dollar. What is the follow of A? Quick. A के बाद first of B, that is a B, but B can be epsilon, so follow of A can be follow of S, that is a dollar. That is a dollar. There is another A, but that A is saying follow of A only, so we don't do anything. right? Follow of A, you should get a B comma dollar. Follow of capital B. What is the follow of capital B? One capital B says follow of B is the follow of B, so ignore it. Another B says follow of B is the follow of S, so just dollar. Yeah. Is there any problem buffering? मुझे तो सही तो लग रहा है. Okay. Fine. Now what you have to do is you need to fill the table, but first look at step 3 is now make the entries. Make entries into the table. But how? First focus on the first set. Oh, did I forgot that C? Oh my god. C आएगा ना? C आएगा ना? मैं भूल गया directly. Yeah. C आएगा. Did I miss that C? Okay. Anywhere that C is possible? No, right? Only first? Yeah, alright. चलो चलो आगे चलते हैं. Now do one thing. ये comma, ये S comma A, that's entry, this entry. What do you fill? You need to find out all the productions which derives A as the first symbol. So only that production is AB. Because this production only derives small a as the first symbol. And small b also comes from there only. This also gives small b as the first symbol. And C comes from only here. So we write just C. You can also write S derive C, but not required. The reason is it is S row. S row. Just write a production. Right? So S A and S B S C. So 3 entries. But don't look at now S epsilon. Yeah. Right, S, B and S epsilon we didn't look at it. Because of epsilon we go to follow of S later, not now. Not now. Later we will do that job. Okay, all epsilons ignore and we will do the remaining job. Now A. From A, which production? This one. From A, which production derives small a? That is the first production. Write a first production here as it is. A capital A. Right? And because of epsilon later we will look at this one. Later, not now. And B. Now B comma B. This is production will give you small b as the first terminal. Now our job is over for the first set. Now follow set we are going when you derive epsilon from the first set. Yeah. When you have the epsilon in the first set. Now look at what you are going to do. S comma dollar. S comma dollar. Tell me what is the answer. You need to write a null production, but null production only comes from AB. Everyone? AB, because AB gives epsilon. If you have epsilon, then you need to write both. Because AB, this derives epsilon. Here epsilon we are targeting, nothing else. Right? Why are you giving only for dollar? Because that dollar is followed when you get a first set as epsilon. AB. Next. A comma B. And which production gives epsilon? Only this production. So here epsilon we write and A comma dollar we write epsilon here. And B comma dollar, this production gives epsilon. So B comma dollar is epsilon. So this is the final table, guys. This is the final table. Everybody? Yes. And here you should be very careful. That is one more epsilon is there here. These two productions comes In the S comma dollar, remember that two productions can come. But what is the follow specialty? Here we will look at only null productions. But null productions either direct or indirect. We will look at the productions that derives null. We will look at a productions that derives epsilon. We will look at a productions, or we will consider the productions which derives epsilon. It might be direct epsilon or indirectly epsilon. Like this one is going to give epsilon. Everybody, now the question is a given grammar LL1 now? Is this LL1? Now you can look at the table. Look at the table. Is there any production you have more than one entry? More than one production? No, right? So give this grammar is LL1. How did you understand? This grammar is LL1. Everybody? How? Because we need to check something. If every entry, otherwise opposite, right? If at least one entry or some entry, if at least one entry has more than one production, at least one entry of table, then given CFG is not LL1. Otherwise LL1. No multiple productions in the same entry. Everybody? Yeah, this table is very, very important. You want to know LL1 grammar, but people might speak ambiguous, left recursion, common prefix, but sometimes they can't help you. Sometimes, yeah. Nishu, what happened? I'm trying to tell you, here there is no multiple productions. Example लेना पड़ेगा ना उसके लिए. Example लेना पड़ेगा ना. Look at that example. Suppose you have S derives A or AB. What happens in the table? S under A, you will have S derives A, S derives AB. Two productions are there in the same cell. More than one production. Did I write wrong? Yeah, this one, more than one production. Look at that. More than one production is there in the table. It means this grammar is not LL1. What could be the problem? You have many problems. It might be ambiguous, it might be left recursion, it might be common prefix. The common prefix is a problem because this is not left factored. Not left factored. Did you get the reason what I am talking about? Come on, jaldi. Okay, सचिन का बात कर रहा है. अच्छा, everybody, come on, jaldi. Devraj, what are you asking? Only unit productions allowed? If it is not simplified, we always take simplified before implementing the parser. अगर नहीं लिया तो table, yes, you can take unit production, Devraj. But if you want to implement the parser, simplify the grammar. We are checking the grammar. We are not implementing the parser. Alright. Okay, here there is no multiple productions in the same cell. So what we say, given grammar is LL1. And the blanks are basically we can specify as error. During the parsing, while verifying the syntax, if you come to that blank cells, it will produce syntax error, right? blank cells correspond to syntax error. Okay. Yeah. Do that. Here no epsilon, right? So you compute first of S and first of L. Now we never compute, we don't compute what? Follow, because we will never get epsilon. First of S, open, comma A, and first of L, same, we did already. Yes, now just look at this combination and open parenthesis. That means you will write a production, this one, because from that you will get open parenthesis as a first terminal, and next A, that is S derives A. So no need to write whole production, just write RHS. It can save your time. Now first of L, and you have two things, guys, look at, you have two things. Here also you will get open parenthesis. How, guys? L derives LS, and here L you can put S, and from this S you can get open parenthesis somehow. Yes or no? As a first symbol. Here also you get open parenthesis. It means both productions you have to write. Everybody understood? Both productions you have to write. Not only that, even A also possible, two things. L derives LS, and L you substitute S, and from S also you get A again. Similarly, L derives S, here also A is possible. So here again you have two productions. Is it LL1 grammar? Is it LL1 grammar? It is not LL1 grammar. Given CFG is not LL1. How do you know that? How do you know that? Because more than one production is there somewhere in the table. There are two entries we have. Right? This is the one entry, this is another entry. In both of them you have more than one production. Yeah. Yeah. In the exam, are you going to check this way? It will waste your time to construct the table, because first and follow you need to compute a lot. Yeah. So we have a shortcut. Now we can think about how to identify LL1 grammar. Now we can think about how to identify LL1 grammar. Exam में इतना तो नहीं करेंगे ना. First set, then follow set, then table. बहुत time लेंगे. It will take a lot of time to do that. Everybody. But अगर समझ नहीं आया shortcut, you have to do that, guys. Shortcut को समझ में आना चाहिए. So there are many ways. One is the theory, but theory is not clear. We may fail sometimes. We may fail sometimes because theory is not an algorithm. And second, table, but takes time. Table is the best approach, guys, but takes time. And third, we have a shortcut. Yeah. So what is that shortcut? We have two rules. Rule 1, when you have productions other than the null production, then just check first of alpha 1 and alpha 2. Okay, I'll write that shortcut separately. And what is that shortcut? To check LL1, very easy. First rule, if you see X derives alpha 1 or alpha 2, any alphas doesn't matter, any production doesn't matter. If you have two productions at least, what do? Check first of alpha 1 intersection first of alpha 2. If there is no common terminal, that means that is safe. But if you see not equal to pi, that means stop here, don't check anybody else. Then given grammar we are saying, not this production, given CFG is not LL1. Say directly, because somewhere it will create a problem. Right? That is the first rule. And here I am assuming alpha not equal to epsilon and alpha 2 also not equal to epsilon. Remember that point. Second rule. And here alpha is not epsilon, but epsilon you have somehow like this. Then what do? You have to check if first of alpha only we check, but because of epsilon we check follow of x. If not equal to pi means there is a common terminal, right? Common terminal. We are looking for common terminal. Then given CFG is not LL1. Okay, this is a shortcut which will save a lot of time in the exam, guys. Which will save a lot of time. Okay. Let's practice. Let's practice one by one quickly. Right? Tell me what you do. Do you really require to apply the shortcut? No, guys. Just first observe for few seconds. Did you see left recursion? Then say not LL1. Even shortcut we don't apply all the time. Right? If you already know not LL1, then you don't need to do anything. But if you are not able to find out not LL1, then you need to apply the shortcut. Remember my words. If you got the answer not LL1 by looking at the grammar, then don't apply any shortcut. Not required. Already you know it is a left recursion. Ambiguous होगा नहीं होगा छोड़ दो. Common prefix होगा नहीं होगा छोड़ दो. But left recursion तो दिख रहा है ना? Yes. Everyone? It's not about entry, it's about the rule. Look at in the grammar, not in the table, Tarun. There's no table now. We are not looking at the table. We are looking at the grammar directly. Agar shortcut apply karna, how do you apply the shortcut? First of L intersection first of A. That here open parenthesis comes. Intersection A is equal to pi. So no problem. Not equal to pi is a problem. But here when you do apply for first of both of them, you will get same common terminals. That's why it is not L1. When you apply for the second one, here first of LS intersection first of S. Have you seen, right? Both will give same. This is not equal to pi. That is the reason it is not LL1. Shortcut जरूरत ही नहीं था, but still I am helping you to apply. Clear? Everybody? And in the exam, it's a very important. Observe sometime. Table don't follow it, but theory also required. Just observe few seconds. If you get a not LL1, answer it. But you're not able to find not LL1, that means it might be not LL1, but you're not able to find out. So use a shortcut. Yeah. Second one. Now when you have a single production, don't worry. It's always in LL1. But when you have two productions, look at first of both of them. Is it equal to empty? First of A intersection first of B. Empty means no problem. Okay, it's also alright. So given grammar is LL1. Saying LL1 difficult, but saying not LL1 so easy. Because not LL1 creates a problem somewhere. If you want to say LL1, every production has to be verified. Okay, now here apply rule 1. Here apply rule 2. Here apply rule 2. 3 times you need to apply, guys. 3 times. Yeah. Everybody? But इससे अच्छा आपको already theory concept है. Is it ambiguous or not? Theory तो बता दिया ambiguous. How do you know it is ambiguous? How do you know it is ambiguous? Because there is a right recursion, there is a left recursion. So definitely not LL1. Left recursion भी दिख रहा है. Ambiguous बोलना भी जरूरत नहीं है. You can just say left recursion. बहुत सारे reasons है अभी. This was left recursion. Everyone? Yeah. And now look at here again left recursion. You have right recursion too. So both are there. So theory is very helpful sometimes when you have the clearly visible not LL1 concept. Now shortcut is also I am not applying because I can understand some concepts, theoretical points directly. And ye bhi ambiguous tha. Even left recursion also there. So it is also not LL1. And यहाँ भी ambiguous concept है. So not LL1. And look at now you are not able to understand theory because you are not able to say ambiguous. Some people can understand here A is there, this A is coming here, somehow A comes here, somehow they know ambiguous, they know also common prefix is there, and not relevant directly you can say. But you can also apply our shortcut. What is our shortcut? Apply this one, first of AB, but there you should be very careful because here first you are applying not equal to pi because here A comes, epsilon comes, here A comes is equal to A. So problem already there. So this creates a problem. So not LL1. Devraj, left right regression mandatory nahi. This was the concept. Here left right recursion is there, so this is ambiguous. But ambiguous CFG no need to have left right. I can have other grammar A, there is no left right recursion concept, still ambiguous. No left recursion, right recursion. Please don't say that. If you have left right recursion on the same non-terminal, ambiguous. But ambiguous need not have a left right recursion. Remember that, Devraj. Clear? Everybody? Left right recursion, no relation with the ambiguous concept. But in case if you have left and right recursion, you will get ambiguous, but ambiguous need not to have that. Clear everyone? Chalo, wo theoretical shortcut hai. Yes, that can help you a lot of time. Did you see that, guys? How much time it was helping to answer directly, right? You can say ambiguous, you can say left recursion. ये कहाँ से मिल रहा है आपको concept? Left right recursion से. But verify करना बहुत time लेता guys. Ambiguous है ना? This is also ambiguous. This is also left recursion. ये कहाँ से मिल रहा है concept? Okay, guys. Now I want to stop this LL1 grammar because LL1 grammar I have explained. One thing I am not explaining, LL1 parsing. It will waste your time, but learn how to identify LL1 grammar. That is most important one. In case if anybody asks the question, be careful. Suppose as if you have AA or BB and something like CD, then how do you apply? Apply the rule 1 to this 2, rule 1 to this 2 and rule 1 to this 2. There is no epsilon anywhere, right? Apply the rule 1 everywhere. If you see not equal to empty, then stop. Say not LL1. Everybody, so apply carefully these two rules. Okay, you need to apply carefully these rules. Okay, tell me, is it LL1? Single production always in LL1. Remember, single production always in LL1. When you have more than one production, there is a problem. Single production is always LL1. Only when you have more than one production, it might create a common prefix somehow. Yeah. Devraj, I don't have any problem. I will discuss LL1 even 2 hours, 3 hours. Because LR grammars, if you want to know about them, then you need to give the time. Okay, anyhow, to have this one, here you get A, here you get a B. So this is okay, right? You don't have a common terminal. If you compare the first of both the productions, here you get a B, here you have a C. This is also all right. And next you need to apply the rule 1. यहाँ पे A आता, यहाँ पे C था, so all the three are fine, so it is LL1. Yeah. Now somebody asked the question, now I will explain, I don't have any problem. See, first one, it is LL0 grammar, because single production we don't have any problem, we always choose that. Second, if you have more than one production, look at this, it is not LL0. Why? Because LL0 has no knowledge of choosing the production, right? Single production only is allowed in LL0 parsers, right? But it is LL1. Why LL1? Because LL1, when you look at one length prefix, you got a different prefix, so no problem. And when you look at the third example, S derives A or AB. Look at this. You have a common prefix of one length. And it is already not LL0. Now it is not LL1 too. Not LL1, not L1, but it is LL2. LL2. Why LL2? When you look at two length, there is no common prefix. Two length, common prefix. Two length has no problem. Two length prefixes we are going to look at. That's LL2. And let me explain. Somebody is asking, A, AB, ABE and ABEF. Then which grammar it is exactly? Which grammar? You need to find out, one length, two length, three length, four length. First 0. More than one production, it's not LL0. Yes or no? And when you look at one length, definitely so many. That's enough. It's not relevant. No need to look at everybody. LL2 is somewhere. Look at two length. Also creates a problem. So it's not LL2. No need to look at everyone. Three length. Yes, somewhere you might have a problem. Look at, yeah, three length also creating a problem. So it's not LL3. Three length also creating a problem. But when I look at a four length, everybody is different. So it is LL4. Everybody, it is LL4 grammar. And remember, any LLK grammar can be convertible to LL1. Note that. Everybody, any LLK grammar can be convertible to LL1. Any LLK grammar. LL2 de do, I can convert. If you want to practice it, look at, this is LL2. It is LL2. You want to make LL1? Yes, you can do that. S derives A. I took A and X derives epsilon or B. This is LL1. Now look at it. I can convert any LLK. LL3 also I can convert. Any LLK can be convertible to LL1. That is why we always look at LL1 parser, because any grammar we can bring to LL1 and we can implement. And in the exam, if they ask the languages generated or represented by LLK grammars, all languages I am talking about, set of all languages, all, no need to write, that is all, LLK grammars is equal to set of all languages generated by LL1 grammars. ये बहुत खतरनाक concept है guys. LL1 LL2 are not same, but the languages are same. Yeah. And you ask me one question, I will solve 3 questions by making few more questions. Remember that point. Yeah. Everybody, So that's why we study LL1 only, because LL1 is important. That's has every answer. No need to build LL2, LL3 parsers. Fine. Now we have half an hour. I don't know how much I cover. Yeah, bottom up parser. What is top down parser? We have top down parser follows LMD, but this follows RMD in reverse, or you can say reverse of RMD. Bottom up parsers, top down parser follows the substitution, but here it takes reductions. It uses reductions. That is reduced steps. Means instead of going from top to down, that's top down parser. What it does, suppose you have S derives AB, let's say RMD or top LMD, right? So let's take AB and what else? AB. This is the top down parser. For some grammar like S derives AB, A derives A, B derives B. It follows LMD. So this is called as top down parser. But bottom up parser, what it does, it starts from AB, but it does reverse of RMD. पहले RMD theoretically समझ में आना चाहिए आपको. RMD क्या होता? S derives AB and B capital B होगा, तो small b, ये RMD होता. Everybody knows that. This is RMD. but उसका रिवर्स चलेगा. रिवर्स कैसे? AB को ऊपर, इसको बोलते हैं reduced step, रिडक्शन बोलते हैं इसको. एवरीबॉडी, एंड AB को RMD देख के बना लो. इसका रिवर्स ही यही बनेगा. एंड AB को रिड्यूस करेंगे A कैपिटल B एंड AB को S. एवरीवन, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज रिवर्स ऑफ RMD. क्या होता है यहां पर? द स्मॉल a was reduced to A. That means A derives A was the production here. Did you see that? A derives A, B derives B, S derives A, B have substituted. तो क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पर? This small a is called as handle. What is it called as? Handle. That is replaced with capital A. And next one look at and small b replaced with capital B. Why? Because B derives B and small b is called as handle. That is replaced with capital B. And look at next, whole AB replaced with S. What do you mean by that? You have a production, S derives AB, where what is AB called as? Handle. Yes. So we are going to take the reduced steps in the reverse of RMD. So we have this process called as reduction process. Everybody, it's a process of reduction. Clear? Anybody ask in the exam what is handle? Handle is the production which is there in the RHS. It is just a production. Remember, handle means a production, but entire RHS. Okay. In bottom up parser we have so many grammars, you know it. Okay, before going to LR0, let me help you. In bottom up parser, we have to look at LR parsers and operator precedence parser. In LR parsers we are going to learn LR0 parser, SLR1 and CLR1, LELR1 too. These are the four parsers we are going to learn. CLR1. CLR1 also called as LR1 simply. Yeah, top down uses only LMD. Okay, fine. That theoretical portions I'll discuss later. And what is this L? L, we are having LR. This L means left to right scanning, again same like top down, left to right scanning of your input. R is RMD in reverse, just not RMD, RMD in reverse. Bottom up parser also called as SR parser. Why we call SR parser? Whether it is LR or operator precedence, because it has only two actions. What are they, guys? One is a shift action, another one is a reduced action. Shift reduced. Right, that's why bottom up parsers are called as SR parser. Yeah, exactly, Pratiksha. And first you should know, because this chapter is mainly about the words, they might ask which of the following is SR parser. Right, all are SR parsers here. Shift reduce parsers. Predictive parser is that top down parser LL1. Remember, the names are very important. 0 represent no look ahead. Like we never look at the tokens like LL0, like LL0. Here 1 means we are going to look at one token in advance, like one look ahead. And this one also represent one look ahead. But they have different names. Here S means a simple. This is a very simple. And LA means look ahead. And we are going to do that. C means a canonical, exact look aheads we are going to maintain. Yeah. Clear? These things you have to remember. All are SR bottom up parsers, but LR parsers are different from OPP, and in actual parser we combine all the concepts, we build compiler. Okay, now I want you to understand LR0 first. You know, every LR parser, every parser, what happens? You will have an input and you will have LR parsing algorithm, that is reverse of RMD. This RMD in reverse algorithm, practical implementation, and you will have a stack and you will have a table, LR table. So table will be different, like LR0, SLR1 or LALR1 or CLR1. Table is different, but algorithm is same for all LR parsers. So if you want to build LR0 parser, just build LR0 table and same algorithm for all of them. SLR1, LALR1, CLR1, implement the separate tables, but algorithm is same. So to implement the table, now you need to know about the grammars, as like, you know, LL0, LL1 we did the same way. Yeah, OPPs can understand even ambiguous, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, let's start. And you know, this LL0 I will explain in detail, guys. And based on this, we need to learn a lot of theoretical points. Now don't ask me many doubts, because this is one day course, a 2 hours course to cover the syntax analysis, but actually it takes 10 hours to complete. I'm trying to complete within 2 or 3 hours, but maybe impossible to understand with 2 or 3 hours. But every important concept will be covered. If you are understood, it's sufficient for the exam. Remember that. Yeah. Okay. Now, LR0 grammar. I want to check given grammar is LR0 or not. Right? Here, implementing the table takes a lot of time. So, we don't implement the table. What we do? We draw a DFA. We draw diagram. Everybody, diagram we'll draw and we'll check for the conflicts. So if you want to check CFG is LR0 or not, what do? We'll draw diagram. This is a parsing DFA, and then we'll check conflicts. We have two types of conflicts, SR conflicts and RR conflicts. If there is no conflict, then that means the grammar is LR0. If no conflicts, then CFG is LR0. Similarly for everyone, SLR1, LELR1, CLR1, we are going to do this approach. Everybody, if you want to check whether the CFG is LR0 or not, then you must do this approach. But in the exam, do you think they will ask this way? No, because we have some important points like basically all these grammars are unambiguous. All unambiguous CFGs, I have made a box. In this, if you look at LR0 grammars, all LR0 grammars are in this small box. And here all SLR1 including LR0 and all LELR1 grammars, this box, in which SLR1, LR0, everything, and all LR1. Now be careful, these are very special, these are unambiguous, but it is not going to satisfy anybody. Unambiguous CFGs, but not LR1. Yeah. So this is a more important one. This is a more important one to understand the relation between the grammars. But exam में इसी से questions आता guys. Every LR0 is SLR1. Every SLR1 is LR1. Everyone? Right. If you are going to look at the parsers, we have SLR1. LR0 is actually theory. It's not, we don't build it. But anyhow, I am writing it. LELR1 and CLR1. And expressive power of the parser are just parsers. LR0 parser is less powerful because no knowledge of the lookheads. SLR1 parser has more power than LR0 because it has a knowledge of a lookhead, and LELR1 is more powerful than SLR1, and CLR1 parser is more powerful than anybody. This is a more powerful and this is a less powerful. And this is difficult to implement, no doubt. Of course we can implement, but harder to implement, which takes time, and is easy to implement because we don't need to look at anybody. And easiness is going from right to left, because right to left you are coming, the parsers will become easy, and powerful is going from left to right. When you are going right, the parser is gonna be powerful. Yeah. Yeah. LELR1 is more popular, means it can save the space compared to, it can save lot of space compared to CLR1. And most of the programming syntaxes just verified today using LELR1. Yeah. Okay. Now somebody want to know the relation between, because in the exam theory is more important, so that is why I am discussing. Okay, now we want to discuss about all including LL1. Somebody want LL1. LL1 is gonna be here. Here all LL1 grammars. Only has a relation with LR1. Remaining has no relation. They may or may not. They may or may not. Everybody? Yeah. Every LL1 is LR1. Every LL1 is LR1. But there is no relation with other parsers like LELR1, SLR1 grammars. There is no relation with other grammars. Okay. Now, this last relation that I am going to talk about. How many of you know LL0 grammars? LL0 CFJs. How do I write, guys? Set of all LL0 CFJs is definitely subset of set of all LL1 CFJs and subset of set of all LL2 CFJs. That is LL0 class, LL1 class diagram I am talking about. Similarly, you can write for LL1 set of all LL1 CFJs is inside LR0. Why do we want this one? LR0 we write it, and similarly set of all LR1 and LR2 similarly applicable. LL grammars, this is LL grammars relation, this LR grammars relation. Now you want to mix, you can do that too. Here if you want to mix both of them, and set of all LL0 CFGs inside set of all LR0. So 0 I am talking about. Indirectly set of all LLK CFGs inside set of all LRK CFGs. Clear this point? LL, LR we have a relation, but LL has no relation with SLR1 and LLR1. Yes, we have relations, but when you restrict, if LL1 grammars are having no null production, guys, no null productions, then every LL1 will be SLR1. Otherwise, you have to say simply LR1. Note this point, it might help you in the exam to choose immediately. It will save your time. If that is LL1 grammar, no epsilon, then directly you can say SLR1. No need to draw the diagram. Okay, everybody? You can keep that note. It can save a lot of time in the exam. If the grammar is given, they are talking about LL1 and SLR1, check LL1. If it is LL1 and no null production, then say directly SLR1. If you have a null production, the grammar can be not SLR1, remember. Okay, anyhow, these theoretical points not easy to understand without learning the more content, guys. You need to read more content, but I just want to talk about they are possible to be direct gate questions. So if you can remember them, you can answer them very easily. Because in the exam only these things are happening rather than going for DFA diagram. So let me help you. Let me help you. How to draw the DFA diagram. Everybody, how to draw the DFA diagram? Chalo, first grammar, LR0 grammar. What we do? There is augmented grammar where you just add a special production. This is augmented production. Everybody, new production. So grammar is called as augmented grammar. A new production appended to the grammar. What is the new production? S dash derives S. Then now look at in top down, we will come from S to AB, and here AB we will go to S. And how do you know that you have reached S? That S dash will tell you, okay, that you have reached S somehow. So S dash is going to help you. You have completed your job. So how it is going to complete? It's not easy process, guys. You know, you have AB input. It takes the dot. Somehow it moves here. It keep on moving like that. It keep on moving like that. But in that process, it's going to replace with A. It's going to replace with B. It's going to replace with S. And the dot is at the end of S. Then we will know that this production is going to help you. Okay, your parsing is over. Everybody, meaning of augmented is adding a new production. Devraj, that will help you to accept your input, to derive your input. Yes, extra production is needed to understand our reduction is over, our reduction is completed, because we are coming from AB to reach S. That's not easy. We will move the dots. We'll move the dots to reach. When dot comes after S, that means this production is there to help us. When dot moves from here to here, your job is over. Everybody, so this production is very, very important in bottom-up parsing. Right? If you don't understand, it's fine. Nobody worries about it. Everybody worries about how to draw the diagram only. Okay? And whole diagram begins from the same production. S dash derives dot S. And this is the production will construct whole diagram. Okay, but we will try to apply the closure. What is the closure? The word I am using, closure. Closure. What is the definition of closure? Guys, remember, how do you apply closure to any item? Suppose you have X derives alpha dot Y something. Look at only dot. Look at Y. If you want to apply the closure to this, what happens? If you want to apply the closure for this, you will get same, no doubt. You will get the same, but all Y productions added here. All Y productions placed here, but keeping the dot at the begin. Keep the dot at the begin. Because they are not processed yet. And apply closure on every Y item, every Y production. Everybody, and this is very, very important. You need to apply the closure again. So closure is a recursive function. Yeah. So now understand this point. This point is very important. Whenever you see non-terminal, we are going to do something. Look at here. Do you have S here? Yes. So you need to keep all S productions here. How many are there? Only one. That's fine. But I added to the set. Set means state here. But that's not enough. Again we apply the closure here. What do you get? All A productions. And again we apply the closure. But is it non-terminal? Is it non-terminal? No, right? So it ends. When the terminal comes, the closure is going to stop. Otherwise, the closure is going to keep on continue. This is the initial state. Everybody, Look at capital B productions will not come in the initial state. Did you see capital B production? So where do you get a capital B production? Where do you get capital B production? If you have a dot before capital B, right? There, let's say in some other state, then you will add B productions here. Everybody? So immediate symbol after the dot is very, very important. Anybody ignoring the dot, you will never understand this LR grammars. Dot is important. Who is after the dot is important. Both are important. Amjad, no shortcut at all. No shortcut at all to find the number of states. You need to draw the diagram. Number of states only by drawing the diagram. No shortcut at all. And such question never be asked in the exam. Amjad, and remember my point, guys. In test series you might see this question because those people not aware the number of states question will not be asked in the gate. Because number of states actually it's not complete. It takes much time. For 2 or 3 productions I may ask, but this number of states practically it can be reduced. You do not know that. It can be implemented in some other form. And no question comes based on number of states, but it will be asked theoretically. The number of states of LR0, what relation with the number of states in SLR1, that question will be there. That question will be there. What is that question? The number of states for same grammar in LR0 is equal to ये होता relation, but you will be not asked how many states for the grammar. This relation is important. अरे तो स्टार्ट हो रहा है ना, अभी तो यार खत्म ही नहीं हुआ, इनको डाउट ही आ रहा है कौन है श्वेता. दिस हमेशा इक्वल होता, बट दिस इज लेस देन और इक्वल नंबर ऑफ स्टेट्स in CLR1. This is the most important point for the exam. क्या proper movement श्वेता? या कोड है क्या? Come on, come on. ये तो LR1 स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ. ये देवराज कहाँ से कहाँ बात कर रहे हैं यार. चलो ये समझने आता अभी आपको कॉन्सेप्ट ही पता नहीं क्या बात करोगे. रिलेशन बिटवीन द ग्रामर्स इम्पॉसिबल. जिसको ऑलरेडी पता है उनको कर सकते हैं. एवरीबॉडी या एंड लुक एट एस व्हेन यू रीड व्हाट हैपेंस. डॉट मूव्स फ्रॉम बिफोर एस टू आफ्टर एस, दैट इज एस डॉट, एंड दैट्स नॉट एनफ. इफ एनीबडी इज हैविंग एस, टेक इट. सपोज you have here B2, you don't have it, but I'm writing here dot SA, then that also comes here. Don't forget that. But here we don't have it, so I'm not taking it. All the productions will come here and apply the closure. After dot, is there anybody? No, right? That means over. Close that state and read A. Now look at all the productions who are having A and small a. Only 3 symbols, 3 transitions are possible now. And A dot B. Is it over? Now Sweta, look at it. How to write the items. After dot, you have a non-terminal. Apply the closure. Guys, for me it takes 2 hours to explain this closure set, but still I am not explaining because of lack of time. And B, all B productions you write here. And here also you apply the closure. But that is not a non-terminal. If it is a non-terminal, we will expand. If it is a terminal, we will stop. Over. Everywhere I applied it. And for small a, when we read it, that dot only moves in one item, that is A dot. Now here capital B you can read. Here small b you can read because still they are left in reading. We have not processed that. Yeah. This is LR0 grammar. Oh, no. This is LR0 diagram. Now we need to verify, is it really LR0 diagram? Then you need to check the conflicts. There are two conflicts, SR and RR. There are two conflicts, SR and RR. SR conflict means if same state we are talking about has both shift item and reduced item. Then what is shift item, reduced item? You have to learn. Here, if same state has two reduced items, at least two, then we get RR conflict. Then what is shift? Look at guys, I'm just writing here A2 dot B and A2 B dot A and A2 B dot, A2 BA dot and A2 dot epsilon. Okay. Tell me who is a shift item? Find out. These are called as items. Why we call them items? Because dot is there somewhere in the production. Production which has the dot is called as item. Okay, quick. What is the first one? After dot, if you have a terminal, is this terminal? If you have a terminal after the dot immediately, that's called as shift item. Because that is going to help us shifting the B, shifting small b. And this is a non-terminal. And non-terminal will never participate in the conflict. Remember that. Non-terminal will never participate in the conflict. This is called as state item. That will help you to do some other, to do reduction. And we don't worry about it now. And this is a completed item. Dot is at the end. This is called as reduced item. Also called as completed. Yeah, this is also reduced because dot is at the end. And here, yeah, how many of you know dot epsilon, epsilon dot is equal to just dot? That means it is also reduced. Don't say dot is before terminal. Come on. Everybody? So, in the same state, if you have both shift and reduced, then only, and don't say state and reduced, wrong. Shift and reduced. Okay? So, be careful about it. Now, when you have a single production, no problem at all. Single production, they will never create a conflict because you need to have one reduced item at least, other can be shift or reduced. Now remaining, look at, there is no reduced item at all. There is no reduced item at all. That means there is no conflict in them. And this is, it is LR0. Why? Because there is no conflict at all. Single reduced item never produce a conflict. Because a state which has one item never produce a conflict. Possibility of a conflict happens when you have more than two items in the same state. Everybody clear? It is LR0. It is LR0 concept. Yeah. Now let's focus on, it's not over, right? Now let's focus on another one. Now this grammar is there. Okay, start. S dash derives dot S. यही तो है ना? You have to append always. वहीं से start करना initial state. And apply the closure. So write all S productions here. Dot A dot epsilon. Epsilon लिखना जरूरत नहीं, छोड़ दो उसको. Epsilon लिख लेना. You will assume it is not completed. You might read epsilon. We will never read epsilon because a deterministic machine. Everybody, this is initial state. And S you have to read, A you have to read. When you read S, S dash derives S dot and S derives A dot. That's all. After that, nobody there to apply the closure. Okay, now, is it LR0? Look at that. Is it LR0? Quick. Is it LR0? it is not LR0. Why? Because this dot A, everybody knows this is a shift item, this is a shift item, this is the reduced item, so this produces SR conflict in LR0 but not in SLR1. Dot A means state item. Dot A means state item. Who is that? Clear? We have a conflict in LR0, but this is not a conflict. This is not a conflict in SLR1. So in SLR1, how do you check the conflicts? I'm going to help you. This is SR conflict in LR0, RR conflict in LR0 checking, right? In SLR1, how do you check? In SLR1 इस स्टेट के अंदर एक शिफ्ट आइटम है एंड रेड्यूस्ड आइटम भी है सपोज रिमेनिंग वी आर नॉट लुकिंग एट इट सो हाउ डू यू गेट SR conflict? I am checking. How do you get SR conflict? What will happen? Shift item means definitely terminal present after the dot. Terminal present after dot, no doubt, just after dot. And now what we look at, the terminal, let's say T, terminal T. Then we will check if T belongs to follow of reduced item. Reduced item, definitely there is some non-terminal, right? Suppose you have here x derives alpha dot. Then we will compute follow of x. If T belongs to follow of x, then you will get SR conflict. RR conflict कैसे check करना आपको? दोनों follows. There will be two reduced items, RED1, RED2. So what do you do? Here let's say there is x to alpha dot, another one y to let's say alpha dot. जो भी है. There are two items are reduced. Then you need to compute if follow of x intersection follow of y has a common terminal that's not equal to pi, then you will get RR conflict. Equal to pi conflict नहीं बोलते हम. Yeah. Why null is conflict? Because it's a reduced item यार. इनको कितने समझाऊं यार. This is the reduced item. This is shift item. In the same state you have reduced shift. Is it conflict or not? एक बोल रहा है reduce करो, एक बोल रहा है shift करो. इसका story भी सुनाऊं? मुझे दिक्कत ही नहीं है, मैं थोड़ी देर के बाद close कर लेता हूं सेशन को. And shift means इस shift का reduce का meaning क्या होता? ये dot यहाँ पर है, you know, dot यहाँ पर है. Suppose how do I say a dot. Now somebody trying to say shift, ये भी नहीं है, ये बोल देते dot a, and somebody is trying to say shift means move the dot from here to here. Somebody trying to say reduced, here कुछ है तो उसको reduce कर लो. ये confusion होगा नहीं होगा? मैं इसको reduce करूं मतलब ऐसा कुछ a b dot है, ये प्रोडक्शन ले लो. मेरा पास लेट्स से s derives a b, मतलब एप्सिलॉन भी होगा वहाँ, ऐसा कुछ नहीं, एप्सिलॉन भी होगा वहाँ, एप्सिलॉन होगा तो यहाँ एप्सिलॉन बोलो चलेगा. एंड दिस इज कॉल्ड एज reduced means replacing this with s. This is called as reduced. Shift means moving dot further. This is a shift. Now shift or reduced means you are in confusion which one to perform. यहाँ एप्सिलॉन है, इसका अंतर क्या है? इसका अंतर क्या है? You have dot and यहाँ dot मतलब एप्सिलॉन डॉट ले सकते ना आप, एप्सिलॉन डॉट लेकर s रिप्लेस कर सकते हैं, नहीं तो यहाँ a होगा, you can move the further a dot. So this is called as shift, this is called as reduce. And इस चक्कर में कंफ्यूजन हो जाएगा पार्सर को, should I do the shift or reduce? या ये कॉन्सेप्ट है. कॉन्सेप्ट समझना इतना इजी नहीं होता ना. देखा ना, कुछ लोगों को कुछ समझ नहीं आया होगा ये शिफ्ट क्या है, रेड्यूस क्या है. दोज पीपल हु नो अबाउट बॉटम अप पार्सिंग दे कैन इजीली अंडरस्टैंड. आप तो बॉटम अप पार्सर कभी बनाया नहीं, कभी देखा नहीं, तो उसका पार्सिंग स्ट्रैटेजी भी, एल्गोरिथम भी मालूम नहीं, ये समझना थोड़ा मुश्किल होता. इसलिए एसआर पार्सर बोलते हैं हम. एस मतलब शिफ्ट करते रहो, रेड्यूस मतलब यू फाउंड समथिंग हैंडल रिप्लेस विथ नॉन टर्मिनल, है ना. रेड्यूस मतलब वी फाउंड हैंडल, वो ये भी है ना, इसको हैंडल बोलते हैं हम. वी फाउंड हैंडल एंड रिप्लेस विथ नॉन टर्मिनल, दैट इज LHS. Shift means we got a terminal, move further. We got terminal and read it, consider it. We got terminal and remember it. Yes. Okay, this is not gonna be easy. But now SLR1, where are we? Where are we? Okay, here. Now SR conflict, what do you do? Terminal of shift item, look at follow of reduced item. RR conflict, both followers you compute and look at do you have any common terminal. Okay, let's move on. Now it is SR. Now in LR, in SLR1 I have to check. Now who is reduced item? S. So follow of S you have to compute by looking at the grammar. It's just dollar. Is that A? Because we have two things here. S derives dot A, S derives dot. Is that A present in follow of S? This A not belongs to follow of S. Because इसमें देखना पड़ेगा, इसमें. So no conflict. So no conflict. It means no conflict. So it is SLR1 grammar. क्लियर. क्यों? ये आगे का नॉलेज है ना. अरे इसके बाद डॉलर आया. इफ लुक एट गाइस, यू वांट टू डिराइव एप्सिलॉन, यू वांट टू डिराइव एप्सिलॉन, सीधा डॉलर दिखेगा. अब सिर्फ रेड्यूस लेके जाएगा, शिफ्ट नहीं करेगा. अगर ए के बाद डॉलर है वे सिर्फ शिफ्ट करेंगे, तो यू विल हैव अ क्लैरिटी बिकॉज यू हैव अ नॉलेज ऑफ वन टर्मिनल. एवरीबडी, सो रेड्यूस लेना, शिफ्ट लेना, इसको समझ में आ रहा है कि इट इज एबल टू सी हु इज नेक्स्ट. नेक्स्ट डॉलर है रेड्यूस्ड, नेक्स्ट ए है तो शिफ्ट. एवरीबडी, SLR1 में नॉलेज है, दैट इज वन. इट्स एबल टू लुक एट हु इज नेक्स्ट. एवरीबडी, या दैट्स व्हाई इट इज SLR1. राइट, इसको चेक कर लेते फटाफट. मैं एक्सप्लेन नहीं करूंगा अभी, सीधा लिख लेता हूं. I have only considered S. Now I consider A2. Then you need to write all A productions. You need to consider B2. You need to write all the B productions. And small a, its a closure is over. Then we complete this box. Box last में put कर लेना, क्यों? You don't know how long this goes on. Yeah, now when you read S, you need to read S, you need to read A, you need to read B, and you need to read small a. Small a read only once. Deterministic finite product, why do we say? Because this is a DFA. Small a you have only one transition, not two, and you get one. That's all. S derives A dot B. That's all. After dot you have terminal, so no problem. And S derives B dot AB, and after dot A is there, so no problem. Is a terminal. And now you have two items which have A, right? Both comes here. There is a possibility of error conflict in SLR1, but it is a conflict in LR0 directly. Here still you read B, only one comes. Here read A, only one comes, and read B, only one comes. Of course आपको लिखना पड़ेगा, but in the exam there is a shortcut. Shortcut is don't write everything. That is the shortcut. Somebody was asking, right? Don't design completely. इसको मैं आधा भी डिजाइन करके पूरा कर सकता हूँ. Everybody, you no need to design, है ना? Only I0 and let's say I1, I2, I3. Just I1, I0 and I4 डिजाइन करके सीधा आंसर बोल दो. क्यों? I1, I2, I3, I5, I6, I7 will never create a problem. एग्जाम में ये प्रैक्टिस करना है. I0, I4 डिजाइन करना है, रिमेनिंग को मत करना. क्यों? दे ऑलवेज हैव वन आइटम, दे नेवर प्रोड्यूस ए कॉन्फ्लिक्ट. ऐसा नो, खाली बॉक्स छोड़ दो, उसको बॉक्स डाल दो बट मत लिखना अंदर है. टाइम सेव कर दो. कैसे करोगे सेव? इसको हटा दो, इसको हटा दो, कभी देखना नहीं. इसको पूरा डायग्राम डिजाइन कर लो, बिकॉज नंबर ऑफ स्टेज चाहिए ना. और ग्रामर चेक करना है ना, तो ये काम कर दो. और अब देखो इस दोनों में क्यों कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होगा, तो इसी दोनों में होगा, है ना. इसमें एक से ज्यादा है ना, इसी में कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होगा. तो क्या करोगे? व्हाट विल यू डू? चेक हियर. ओ, अगर रेड्यूस्ड आइटम नहीं होता ना, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट कभी नहीं होता. ऐसा नो, बिकॉज एस आर 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 दोनों में रेड्यूस्ड आइटम्स कंपल्सरी. सो I0 हैज नो रेड्यूस्ड आइटम मीन्स नो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट, बट I4 में 2 रेड्यूस्ड. तो क्या हुआ? इन I4 definitely RR conflict in LR0, no doubt about it. But SLR1 you have to check something. Compute fall of A first, that is B, and who is the fall of B? That is A. So B intersection A, no problem. So it is no RR conflict in SLR1. So it is SLR1. Everybody? Yeah, it is SLR1. Okay. So LR0, SLR1 we practiced today, and tomorrow in the beginning I will directly start with CLR1, LALR1, but I spend less time, half an hour time to complete this parsing. Then we'll move to SDT. Everybody, is that fine? So I have to discuss so many things. Yeah, tomorrow I will do, and this is the new batch that we are starting today, right? The first subject is Computer Networks. You may use DEVALIVE referral code to take the subscription in case if you are preparing for GATE 2022. This is the first batch on Unacademy, and computer science, it is the first batch in history too, right? And with the top educators of India that you are looking at on this slide, and you will definitely get the help from every educator to crack the exam. Okay, this tomorrow I will cover up CLR1, LLR1, operator grammar, right? Few concepts I am missing today, right? Today we have understood LL1 grammar. LL1 parser I have not explained completely. LR0 grammar, how to check, which is really takes a lot of time, but we are doing very less time. It's okay if you understood. If you have not understood, work a little bit more. Yeah. And next class, I will complete LALR1 and CLR1 and operator precedences. Okay, that's it. Next class along with SDT. Yeah, so be ready for that. Yeah, I think here all subjects are, operating system is going on now, and data structure. Next class is I think operating system, and these are the benefits of Plus and Iconic. You will have live interactive classes. You can ask the doubt immediately, and I hope that you will never have a doubt once you attend the Unacademy Plus classes. Because if you look at the classes in the world, the 50-100 people, they come to the live, and when you ask the doubt, obviously you can't ask the doubt in between the class, but in Unacademy, while going on the class, you can directly post your question. So the educator takes your doubt immediately and will clarify, like what I am doing on YouTube. Even though it is delayed on YouTube, I am taking every doubt, but if it is, I am on Academic Plus class, and doubt will be immediate. You will no need to wait even 1 minute, 2 minutes, guys. Yeah. That is the advantage of Plus. Iconic, all the benefits of Plus, and we'll have dedicated coach and one-to-one interaction with educator, and so many benefits you have on Iconic. So in case if you want to join, it's the right time to take the decision, and you may join if you are having an interest to join an academy. Then please do that and use DEVALIVE, my referral code, to take the subscription. Yeah, if in case if you want to know the plans, 1.5 year, 2 years, you can look at that. This is the final price after discount. When you use the code, you will see this total price. Similarly, you can also see the Iconic price, which is 45 to 25 for 1 year, 600 for 2 years. Okay, don't forget to apply DEVALIVE. This is my profile link, unacademy.com/DevaGateCSE. Please follow this link to access my free classes. And this is our Telegram channel where we share our material and links, so many things, and subscribe to get the benefits from Unacademy. And we have so many YouTube channels like mechanical, civil, electronics, electrical, and these channels are going to help the engineering students. If you have any friends, you can share these channels, and please like, and also don't forget the comment. I saw that people are not giving the comment on videos. Please do that so that other students can get and help what you are learning from these videos, because we know what we are doing. It's in short time we do only which is important, but this important is also very crucial. It's very crucial time. We are trying to help the student community where you can complete the syllabus within 26 days, 29 days. We are trying to complete whole syllabus, and this is in general impossible to complete a syllabus within 1 month. But we are delivering the concepts, we are conducting the practice sessions, and we are taking the doubt classes, and all are happening in 1 month, and that's basically never happens in any of the online platform. So thank you for joining these sessions all the time, and I hope you continue till the end to get the benefit of this Sankalp batch. And thank you so much for attending. Like, share and comment and subscribe. Right? Thank you so much.